Interest rate swap is a financial derivative contract between two parties that involves exchanging interest rate payments. The purpose of an interest rate swap is to manage or hedge interest rate risk. It allows one party to convert their fixed rate debt or investment into a floating rate or vice versa. Here's how it works. Let's consider two parties, Company A and Company B. Company A has a floating rate loan, while Company B has a fixed rate loan. They both decide to enter into an interest rate swap agreement to manage their interest rate exposure. Company A, floating rate payer, currently pays interest based on the 3-month LIBOR rate plus 1.5% on a $1 million loan. Company B, fixed rate payer, currently pays a fixed interest rate of 4.5% on a $1 million loan. They agree to swap their interest rate payments for a set period, say 5 years. Under the swap agreement, Company A will make fixed rate payments to Company B, and in return, Company B will make floating rate payments to Company A. Types of interest rate swaps. Fixed rate. The fixed rate remains constant throughout the life of the swap. In the example above, Company B is paying a fixed interest rate of 4.5%. Floating rate. A floating interest rate is an interest rate that changes periodically. The rate of interest moves up and down, or floats, reflecting economic or financial market conditions. What are caps and floors in interest rate swap? In an interest rate swap, participants can add caps and floors to limit their exposure to extreme fluctuations in interest rates. Cap is an agreement that limits the maximum interest rate the floating rate payer will pay. If the reference interest rate, e.g., LIBOR, exceeds the cap rate, the fixed rate payer compensates the floating rate payer for the difference. Floor is an agreement that sets the minimum interest rate the floating rate payer will pay. If the reference interest rate falls below the floor rate, the floating rate payer compensates the fixed rate payer for the difference. Example of cap and floor in an interest rate swap. Let's take the previous example but add a cap and floor to the swap agreement. Cap. Company A agrees to a cap of 5.5%. This means if LIBOR rises above 5.5%, Company B will pay the difference between the actual LIBOR and 5.5% to Company A. Floor. Company A agrees to a floor of 2.5%. If LIBOR falls below 2.5%, Company A will pay the difference between 2.5% and the actual LIBOR to Company B. By incorporating the cap and floor, both companies can mitigate the risk of interest rates moving beyond certain boundaries. The cap protects Company A from excessive interest rate increases, while the floor protects Company B from interest rates dropping too low. Thanks for watching. If you found the video informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share with your friends and subscribing for more content like this. See you next time.